Hello there everybody, and welcome back to another collection video. This is the long-awaited, updated Diary of a Wimpy Kid collection video that I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for. This is the November 2023 edition. I figured it was finally time to make an updated collection video, and I'm sure a lot of you, like I said, have been waiting to see this. This video is especially dedicated to all of the users who comment on my previous collection videos asking, where's Diaper Overload? Where's No Brainer? You don't have those books, when those books didn't even exist yet when I made those videos. But I figured it was finally time to make an updated collection video since a few more books have come out. And just an FYI, I probably won't make another updated collection video on this series until maybe a year or two from now, because I try to make it when I have a significant amount more titles in the series. So when books 19 and 20 come out, maybe I'll make an updated collection video then, but for the meantime, I hope you all enjoy this updated collection video almost 2 years since I made the last one. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up with the intro, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the Mad Libs, then work to the movies, and then get to the books. I'm a little bit different than how I did it last year. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, here is the Mad Libs, the fully loaded deluxe edition, the world's greatest word game. Nothing on the spines here, but here is the top, and then here is the back. I'm just gonna do a little flip through here. There's some stickers there, and there, and then here are the pages. Don't think there was anything behind it. No. Just stickers, or I think that might be a poster, and then the stickers I just showed here, and then the pages. So there is that. Put that down here. Here is the standard edition of Mad Libs. Oh, upside down. And here is the back. And here's a little flip through of that. Just in case, I don't know if I showed it upside down, but just in case I did, here's the top again of the deluxe edition. Because I can't remember if I showed it upside down or not. Here is Second Helping. I like with this one how they kind of did the colors in correspondence to the books, because as you can see the first book is red and the second one's blue, and they did it with the Mad Libs as well. So I think that was clever. Now I'm going to move on to the movies. I have them in reverse order here, so let me fix that real quick. Here is the first movie, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which came out in 2010. And I have all 4 movies on Blu-ray, of course. Digital copy disc, DVD on the left, and the Blu-ray on the right. I'll also go ahead and open the slipcover, because it features excerpt of Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid, which of course made it into a book series, which I'll show in a little bit. Here's the sequel from 2011, Project Rules. I've read that this is many people's favorite of the series. No slipcover for this one. I don't think it was released with one. Here is the third film that came out in 2012, Dog Days, which is based off of the third and fourth books, but they went with the title of the fourth book. This one only comes with a Blu-ray and a DVD plus digital copy, so it's 2 discs rather than 3. And then last but not least, everybody's least favorite, The Long Haul, released in 2017 with an entire new cast. And for any of you wondering, I tolerate this movie, but I do think it's the least of the films. So don't get me wrong, this is definitely my least favorite of the movies, but I tolerate it. I don't think it's god-awful, but I don't think it's that great either. So just want to put that out of the way. Let me put these movies and the Mad Libs over to the side. And now we're going to delve into the books. Let me just lower the tripod here a little bit. There we go. Sorry about the creaking. I know the tripod's not the sturdiest. So I'm going to work my way left to right, top to bottom for each stack. I'm going to start with the main series of movies. I actually have this in a different order. I'll fix that in a second. But I'm going to start with the books. The main series of books, top to bottom. Then I'm going to fix this stack and then go through the 2 do-it-yourself books, Then I'm going to go on to the movie diaries, the blank journal, the cheesiest edition of the first book, the 3 of the Disney Plus covers, and then finish off with the Rally spin-off Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid books. So let's get started. So of course, here's the one that started it all, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, released in 2007. And for this one, I'll show the inner page with the color, the inner image, the title page, and then just a little flip through, of course. So there's the one that started it all, like I said. Here's the sequel, Roderick Rules, which came out in 2008, I'm going to assume. There's the inner color. So there's Roderick Rules. Next up is The Last Straw, released in 2009. And in case any of you are wondering, the first book that I got in the series was, I believe, Roderick Rules, minus the do-it-yourself book. I think I got that first, but I think in the main series I got Roderick Rules first, then I believe I got the first book, and then The Last Straw. And then I got every book ever since then in order. So here is book 4, Dog Days, also released in 2009. I actually owned this book in paperback first, because I got it, I believe, from my school's book fair, and it was only in paperback. But then eventually I was able to acquire the hardcover copy, which I much more prefer over the paperbacks. So I know other people are saying you should get the paperbacks, but I am very likely not going to do that. I will stick with the hardcovers. Next up is The Ugly Truth, Book 5, released in 2010. This one I actually was able to acquire day 1 when it came out. I went to Target right before I went to school, and I was able to get the book right away because it was being placed on the shelves in the book section when I first got there. And one of the employees that was putting the books on the shelf handed up a copy directly from the box that the books were in to me. So, fun times. Here is book 6, Cabin Fever, released in 2011. And of course, this book is getting a Disney Plus movie, animated movie, coming out on Disney Plus in a week or so, actually, because I'm going to post this on November 30th. I'm pre-recording this video, so you'll see this on November 30th. But December 8th is when the Disney Plus movie comes out. Here is book 7, The Third Wheel, released in 2012. Next up is book 8, The Hard Luck, released in 2013. So it seems like starting with Ugly Truth, every book was released in October, November, or December of the end of every year. So, oops, sorry, I meant to go through that. There we go. So with Ugly Truth being 2010, Cabin Fever being 2011, 2012, 2013, and so on. Next up is book 9, The Long Haul, released in 2014. There we go. So, sorry if I'm not the best with flipping through the books, the pages rather. Here is book 10, Old School, released in 2015. I believe every year I've gotten these books on their release day ever since Ugly Truth, I believe. If not, definitely within the week or month of the book coming out. I've definitely gotten it around that time. So let me put this stack of books to the side. And now I gotta resort this. So I apologize real quick. Let me just put this in the correct order that it should be. There we go. I apologize in advance, but let's go ahead and continue. Once I get this, there we go. Here is book 11, Double Down, released in 2016. So there's Double Down. Next up is book 12, The Getaway, released in 2017. And of course, as always, I apologize if I'm not the best with speaking and going through these, because I wish I could have like a script to go by, but I do these on the fly. So as always, I apologize. Here is book 13, The Meltdown, released in 2018. But I hope that despite me not being the best with speaking and making these types of collection videos, I hope that you all still enjoy the videos regardless. Next up is Wrecking Ball, book 14, released in 2019. I know some people have commented saying that these books appear to be in mint condition, and I'd say for the most part they are. I do like to keep these in the best condition they can be, because I am kind of a neat freak in that regard. Here is The Deep End, book 15, released in 2020. Oop, I skipped the title page. Sorry about that. There we go. And I think I showed the image, but just in case I didn't, there we go. Next up is Big Shot, released in 2021. This was the last book in the main series that I showed in my latest collection video. So in this video, you're going to get to see the next two books. For all of you that have been waiting to see them, or have been waiting for me to make a collection video showing them. And now, to all the people wondering in my last collection videos, where's Diaper Overload, where's No Brainer, etc., here you go. You're going to get to see them in a collection video. Here is Diaper Overload, released in 2022, last year. Because the last collection video I made was January of 2022, and this one came out, I believe, in October of that year. So there you have it. There's Diaper Overload, book 17. And here's, last but not least, the recently released book 18, No Brainer, 2023 release. And I'm going to be certain that whatever the title of book 19, 20, etc. will be a year from now, people are going to go to this video and say, where are those books? I'm already expecting that. So there you go. There is book 18 and the last of the main series books that I have. Now let's move on to the miscellaneous stuff. First, I'm going to start with the first edition of the Do-It-Yourself book. Here's the title page. Let me just look real quick. Or that's the image, excuse me. Here's the title page. And I actually went through and I erased everything because I think it's embarrassing. But just in case you can kind of see it, there's the title page with the, or not the title page, but the page where you write your name and your address. But then, of course, there's the other stuff, and then the pages where you can write your story. So there you go. And then here is the revised edition that came out sometime later. I don't think I wrote in this one. Same image as before. Now this I did not write it in at all, but there's the flip through. And there you go. And let me just check real quick, because this was released, it was originally released, this edition was 2008, this one is 2011, looks like, so 3 years later. Now let's move on to the movie diaries. I have this one containing info for all 3 movies. I used to own the editions that had, the first edition that had the info about the first book, and then I had the edition that had the first book plus some of the second. But I decided when this one came out to get the edition that had all 3. And I believe I sold the other ones. For those of you who wished I didn't sell those, I apologize. And then here is the movie diary for the 4th book, or the 4th movie rather, excuse me. So, see, like I said, I'm not the best with speaking there. But this one only focuses on the 4th movie. There you go. Now I'm going to move on to these other ones. Here is the blank journal, which of course is basically, like I said, blank pages here. Write your name. I think there's something behind this. Nope, after that, it's pretty much blank paper to write your own story in your own journal, of course. And if I take off this slip, here's what it looks like without it. So that's pretty cool. See if I can go ahead and try this in one shot to put the slip back on. Oops, sorry, hold on, give me 1 second here. It's not wanting to go on. There we go. So there's the blank journal. Try and mix this stack. Next up is the cheesiest edition of the first book. Don't think they made any editions of other books this way. And yes, cheese touch. I'm sure people are going to say something about that. This is basically the first book on different paper, premium paper, as it says. However, there's also another difference in that, and I'll try and find a page real quick. Here we go. So another difference is that any page that features the cheese has the cheese in color. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, it's pretty much identical to the first book, original edition. Just that again, premium paper, new design, and that any page that has the cheese on it has the cheese in color. Now let's move on to the Disney Plus covers. Here is the first one for the first book. This one also is pretty much not that different from the original books. Just contains a different cover to go along with the animated movies that are released on Disney Plus. So here is the one for the first book, for the first movie that came out in 2021. Here is the Roderick Rules Disney Plus cover for the Roderick Rules movie that came out last year in 2022. Like I said, though, outside of the cover difference, there's really no difference in terms of the in-page contents. And then, of course, here is the one for Cabin Fever, which will come out on December 8th, the movie. And I believe last year, the only cover that I showed was for the only book, rather, in this edition, or this series, was for the first book and the first movie. So this collection video, for the very first time, is featuring these two. So now, last but not least, we have the Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid books, and there's only 3 so far. Here's the first one, Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. The spin-off for the main series that is from Riley's perspective. Do a little flip through there. Sorry, let me do a little adjustment here. Here is Riley Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Adventure, the second book. This one's in chapters. And the last book, it's out of focus, there we go. The last book in this entire collection video, and currently the last book in the series here, Riley Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories. Phew! There you go, everybody. That was the November 2023 edition of my Diary of a Wimpy Kid collection. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I apologize for any pauses or any, moments I had to shuffle around and, fix anything. Because like I said, the second stack of books was not in the correct order I wanted it to be, so I had to fix that, so I apologize. But I hope that all of you who are Wimpy Kid fans of mine, or Wimpy Kid fans, and are fans of the series, of the videos that I make on this channel on the series, enjoyed this video, especially all of you who wanted to see the newest books in the series, the Diaper Overload and No Brainer, as well as the 2 Disney Plus edition books that came out recently that I did not show in the previous collection video. So for all of you asking where those books are, here they are. I finally made a new collection video. So as I said at the beginning of the video too, I probably won't make another collection video on the series until maybe late 2020 for 2025, maybe 2025 at least, because I want to wait till a substantial amount of new content or new books come out in the series to make and warrant a collection video, an updated one. So for now, I hope you all enjoyed this one. So overall though, I hope all of you enjoyed this one. I apologize again for any mistakes or any errors and stuff like that. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Please feel free to check out any other Wimpy Kid content that I have on the channel. And until next time, I will see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Take care.